In our modern age, the advances in technology have made it possible for the society to become cashless, where financial transactions are conducted using electronic payment methods instead of physical currency. This could mean that banknotes and coins could become obsolete, credit cards, mobile payment, and online transactions could become the norm. However, such a shift raises the question about the viability and sustainability of a cashless society. Is humanity ready to transition to a society that operates entirely without physical currency? Could this shift destabilize the current financial system, potentially leading to its collapse? Will it be a sustainable long-term solution, or will people ultimately resort to the barter system? These are important questions that must be considered as we contemplate the possibility of a cashless society. Stick with me until the end of the video to find out the answers. According to NFCW, linked to the article in the description, as of 2022, Norway, Finland and New Zealand rank up as the closest country to become cashless. The evaluation and ranking was made using a list of criteria like access to the internet, credit card ownership, number of ATMs, unbanked population and percentage of cash-based payment in each country. Now let's take a look at the advantages and disadvantages of such societies in order to understand why less than 5% of the population of the top 10 countries in the list is still using cash. First on our list of benefits is convenience. This is one of the most significant benefits of a cashless society. With the increased popularity of mobile devices and online shopping, the ability to make fast and easy electronic transactions has become more important than ever. Cashless payment can be completed much faster than traditional cash transactions. For example, individuals can make payments by simply tapping their credit card or mobile device on a payment terminal, which is faster than counting out cash or writing a check. Cashless transactions allow individuals to make payments and purchases from anywhere in the world, as long as they have an internet connection. This is particularly useful for individuals who travel frequently or live in rural areas where physical currency may be less available. An electronic transaction leaves a digital record for each operation, which can be useful for record keeping and budgeting. For example, individuals can track their spending by reviewing their electronic payment history, rather than manually keeping track of receipts or cash transactions. In a cashless society, individuals do not need to carry physical currency, which can be more convenient and safer if we think it's easier to pay less attention to pure belongings like cash or a wallet. Individuals don't need to worry about losing their wallet or having it stolen if they have access to a mobile device or credit card. But then the mobile device or credit card become an SPF or a single point of payment. It is true that the increased flexibility of a cashless transaction allows individuals to make payments and purchases in a variety of ways, including credit card, mobile payment, online transaction, and buy anything in the world that is for sale, in a legal manner. This offers greater flexibility than traditional cash transactions, which may require individuals to have exact change or pay in a specific way, like a deposit to a bank or send cash by mail. Overall, the existence of cashless transactions has simplified payments and made them faster and more reliable. On the other hand, the availability payment method is a crucial factor in any transaction, especially in a cashless society. A breakdown in the electronic payment system that are used in such society could have serious consequences. We can enumerate a few ways in which the lack of availability of payment methods could affect individuals. Firstly, individuals may be unable to honor transactions, even if they have sufficient funds. If the electronic payment system breaks down, this could have significant consequences for commerce and could result in dispute between individuals and businesses. Secondly, the breakdown of electronic payment system could lead to disruption in supply chains. This may affect businesses' ability to pay their suppliers, which could result in shortages of goods and services. Industries may also suffer far-reaching consequences. Thirdly, the economic impact on a breakdown in electronic payment system could be severe, particularly if it leads to disruption in commerce and supply chains. This could result in a loss of revenue and profits for businesses, as well as lost wages and jobs for individuals. Moreover, a breakdown of the electronic payment system could also erode the trust and confidence in the financial system, particularly if it is widespread. This could also lead to a decrease in the usage of electronic payment and may also increase the reliance on physical cash. This is just a speculation, but it is a possibility. For example, in the second half of 2019, there were 7 banking outages in the United Kingdom alone, according to fintechfutures.com, linked to the article in the description. These are rare incidents, but may affect millions of people in a serious manner. In order to mitigate the risk, it is essential to have a backup system and redundancies in place. This ensures that the electronic payment system can continue to function even in the event of a breakdown. It is critical to have reliable and robust electronic payment systems to avoid the potential catastrophic consequences that could result from their failure. Thus, any system designed to be cashless must have appropriate measures in place to ensure its stability and continuity operation. By doing so, a cashless society can mitigate the potential pitfalls that come with relying solely on an electronic payment. In a world where digital technology is pervasive, cashless transactions have emerged as a convenient and secure method for conducting financial transactions. The risk of fraudulent activity has been significantly reduced using electronic payment methods, such as credit card, mobile payments, and online transactions. Financial institutions can easily monitor electronic transactions and quickly detect suspicious activity, which can lead to the account being frozen to prevent further damages. Moreover, a cashless transaction utilizes a variety of security features, such as secure authentication methods, 2FA, biometric verification, and encryption, to prevent unauthorized access to personal information. This offers significant protections against fraud, but can also be nagging for the user. Anyone can conduct transactions without carrying physical currency. In one way, if you need to buy an expensive item, you need to carry a large sum of cash with you. In contrast, electronic transactions offer greater security than cash, since less physical currency is available to steal. Additionally, in the case of a mistake or fraudulent transaction, it is often simpler to cancel or reverse the electronic transaction than a cash one. Disputes with fraudulent charges may be quickly disputed and refunded. A digital record of each transaction is generated, which can be used to track financial activity and hold individuals or organizations accountable for their actions. It is clear that the transparency provided by electronic transactions can reduce corruption and promote transparency in the financial world. Cybersecurity risks. As our world becomes increasingly cashless, concerns are being raised about the potential drawbacks associated with electronic transactions. The increased reliance on digital payment methods could result in a greater threat to personal and financial information. Firstly, the transfer of sensitive financial information can make them vulnerable to data breaches and hacking, putting individuals at increased risk of having their financial information compromised has happened in the past. In 2018, $24.3 billion was lost to payment card fraud worldwide. Additionally, cybercriminals are using phishing scams to trick individuals into revealing their personal and financial information, taking advantage of them with social engineering. There are several YouTube channels exposing social engineering tricks that are used to steal money from people using online payment. Scammer Payback, Scambiter, and Kitboga are some of the YouTubers that are exposing such fraudulent actions and actively fighting them using a variety of tactics, such as hacking or social engineering in order to keep the scammers busy. Going back to our topic, malware and ransomware attacks could have a significant impact on individuals' finances in a cashless society. Cybercriminals may use this type of attack to gain access to individuals' personal information and hold it for ransom. On the other hand, physical cash has some inherent security features, such as the difficulty to counterfeit and the ability to fit in a secure location. The most well-known currency in the world is the US dollar. It is the number one most traded currency globally, accounting for a daily average volume of $2.9 trillion and representing around 44% of global transactions. It is true, most of the transactions are now made in the digital space, approximately 97% of them. But cash itself has a set of security features designed to make them harder to counterfeit. For example, a new $100 US bill was released in 2013 and it came with a host of new security features, including raised printing, 3D security ribbon, and other features. Increased surveillance. On the other hand, one of the potential drawbacks of a cashless society is the increased surveillance that could entail. Electronic transactions leave a digital trail that can be used to track an individual's financial activity, which raises privacy concerns. Government monitoring is a serious concern today. The ability to monitor individuals' financial transactions is a well-known ability. This is already used for law enforcement purposes, but has also raised concern about government overreach and the potential for abuse of power. In addition to government monitoring, corporations may also be able to track individual financial transactions in a cashless society. This could be used for marketing and advertising purposes, but it has also raised concern about data privacy and the potential for corporations to misuse individual personal information. Electronic transactions involve the transfer of sensitive information, which makes them vulnerable to data breaches and hacking, unless the transaction is encrypted. The increased surveillance that comes with a cashless society may limit individual financial freedom. For example, individuals may be hesitant to make certain purchases or engage in certain financial activities if they know that their transactions are being monitored or tracked. It is sometimes a bit stressful to know that the same entity that has information about shopping history can have access to a large set of information about your private life. As an example, Walmart was able to determine if a woman is pregnant based on her purchases even before her family was aware, all based on a complicated statistical analysis. Overall, a cashless society has the potential to increase surveillance of individuals' activity or behavior. Cost reduction is one of the significant benefits of a cashless society. The shift away from physical cash could lead to lower transaction fees and expenses for both individuals and organizations. We can enumerate the ways in which a cashless society could lead to a reduction of cost. It could eliminate the need for physical infrastructure associated with cash management, such as printing and transporting physical currency, maintaining cash registers and ATMs, and handling cash deposits and withdrawals. As a result, financial institutions and businesses could have significant cost savings. Cashless transactions have often lower transaction fees than traditional cash ones. For example, credit card companies may offer cashback or other incentives for using electronic payments. Electronic transactions can be processed much more quickly and efficiently than cash ones, which can reduce costs for businesses and financial institutions. For example, businesses can process electronic payment instantly without the need for manual verification or reconciliation. A cashless society could lead to reduced fraud and theft, which can save individuals and businesses money. In the end, electronic transactions are more secure than cash, which reduces the risk of fraudulent activity, but they are not immune to hacking as we previously discussed. Consumers may be able to avoid the cost of currency exchange when traveling, as well as the cost of carrying physical currency, which can be lost or stolen. On the other hand, the cost reduction has to be greater than the cost of running the server infrastructure necessary for operating a financial transaction, in order for everyone to benefit. Overall, the reduced cost could be beneficial to people, businesses, and financial institutions, but it is a unique case for each situation. Digital divide. In a potential cashless society, the digital divide could be a drawback. Although electronic transactions offer convenience, speed, and security, access to technology and infrastructure that supports them is essential. The absence of technology access is harmful because people without smartphones, computers, or internet access may not be able to make electronic transactions. This is especially true for elderly people and those living in rural areas, who are less likely to have access to the required technology and infrastructure. Even though electronic transactions can sometimes be cheaper than cash transactions, they necessitate a bank account or other financial services provided that can incur additional costs. For instance, some banks may charge fees for electronic transactions or require minimum balance to open an account, which can be a hurdle for low-income individuals. While electronic transactions are usually secure, there is still a risk of fraud and hacking. Those who are unfamiliar with the technology or lack access to the secure networks are more susceptible to financial fraud. Concern regarding privacy arise because electronic transactions leave a digital trace that can track individual spending habits and financial activities. This can be worrisome for those who value their privacy or are sometimes suspicious of the government or corporate surveillance. In general, a cashless society may exclude individuals who do not have access to the necessary technology and infrastructure, especially older adults and those living in rural areas. This is a serious concern, and it is crucial to consider the potential impact on these groups and work to ensure that everyone has access to the technology and financial services required to participate in the economy. This might entail investing in infrastructure, offering financial education and resources, and developing policies and regulations that protect individuals' financial data privacy and security. Greater financial inclusion. Financial inclusion is one of the key potential benefits of a cashless society. By eliminating the need for physical currency, a cashless society would allow more people into the financial system, which was inaccessible to them. Particularly in developing countries where physical currency is less accessible, this could lead to greater economic growth and improved financial health for individuals and communities. One way a cashless society could improve financial inclusion is by increasing access to financial services. Eligible people can access financial services such as banks, loans, and credit cards without the need for physical currency. In the end, after I compared and identified some benefits and drawbacks, I want to go back to the introduction and make some comments based on the concern I raised there. By the start of 2023, no country on earth is fully ready to go cashless, unless some individuals are left outside, putting them at risk. It is a small percentage in the most advanced cashless countries, but For all the others, it can be concerning if not catastrophic. In order to mitigate this from happening, it is important that incremental actions are taken, like full access to the internet, infrastructure, and laws that facilitate it. If the transaction is too abrupt, people may incline to use the barter system in order to pay for small services or exchange goods. So you made it until the end. Glad to see that. Thank you. Now, let me know down in the comments below what are the main points I should improve on. Also, press the like button if you liked my commentary and analysis. And don't forget to subscribe.